back to BSN. My name is Kyle Brewer, and today I'll be your host and producer. Um, Tonight, we have a little bit of volleyball action going on here at Breathitt County High School as the Johnson Central Lady Eagles, coached by Tim DeLong out of the 15th region, comes and travels to Breathitt County High School Gymnasium to take on the Lady Cats of Breathitt County High School. Should be some great volleyball action going on tonight. Johnson Central is pretty historically known for having a pretty powerhouse volleyball team. At the moment, they are sitting at 8-7, but they've had a pretty doozy of a schedule so far at the moment. And on the flip side, we got Breathitt, the home team tonight, with a 6 wins and 4 losses on the season so far. The Lady Cats are doing pretty good as well on the season. Looks like we got about 4 minutes and 30 seconds of warm-up, and then we got the anthem afterward. So I'm going to kick it out, and you'll hear some messages from our fabulous sponsors. And without them and their contribution, we would not be able to bring and broadcast these sporting events to you. So we're going to kick it out to their sponsors, and we'll be back whenever anthem's over and right before open and serve.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
Over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Kentucky. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Hi, and welcome back to BSN. We are live now at Breathitt County High School Gymnasium as Alexis Pelfrey serves the opening tip, and first point goes to Johnson Central. And that was number 9, J.C. Barker, that served for Johnson Central. And that will tie it up 1 apiece. If I can quickly get to my scoreboard and put the score on here. Gonna have to bear with me, folks. I'm running everything tonight solo, so I may be just a little off. Audrey Hamilton back to serve. Set by Maddie Kahn. And that will put number 25. I do not have her number listed on KHS. I do apologize for that. If you do, put that in the comments. If you know number 25 on Johnson Central, I will make a note of that. Serve goes in, puts Johnson Central up by 2. Mishandled there by Audrin and the Lady Cats. That will increase the score. Johnson Central up by 3, 4-1. Service error, first service error of the night, second of the night, first for Johnson. And that will give a break for the Lady Cats and puts Brielle Halsey back to serve. Way too long. JC Baker back to serve. Correction, Chloe Reed. That's number 3. I'm sorry. Chloe Reed is a junior this year. Most of Johnson Central's starting group at the moment are juniors or seniors. There's one freshman. Pretty experienced team. At the moment, they're not really showing too much nerves. So I feel like they're very composed at the moment. So definitely showing their age. Miscommunication there is number 2 and number 5 for Johnson Central. Just didn't know who was going to get it, so they just watched it hit the ground. Makes the score 4-6. Brinsley Neese. Looks like it was out of bounds. Went up and around rather, sorry, the net. Ace for Brinsley. Well, tied up 6-6. Another serve by Brinsley. Pushed a little too far to the left. I'll give the ball and serve back to Johnson Central. Number 28, Macy Clark. Sophomore, set to serve. Emily Bird, set by Audrin. Mishandled that one into the net. Received by Brielle Halsey. Audrin to Emily. Block. Great block by Johnson Central. They definitely have some height. They are a tall bunch of girls. I will give them that. They are athletic as well. Gracie Clark. Second service error for Johnson Central tonight. I expect service errors to play a factor tonight to whoever's going to win tonight. Will have the fewest service errors. I'm going to call that now. We'll see at the end of the game whether I was right or not. Ace. Is that Destiny Hensley? Breathitt down 1 now. Destiny Hensley has been known to go on some service runs. Another long one. Brielle to Audrin to Charlie. Oh, they moved the camera. Emily Bird. Good attempt. Block at the net. Oh. They've hit the ball twice. Oops, wrong score. That was Breathitt hit the ball twice. Johnson Central's ball. Oh, a great push over by Audrin, and it lands. She's very sneaky with it, but catches the defense off guard, and she'll push it over when she sees an open hole there. And 9 times out of 10, I want to say it works. Great awareness by Audrey Hamilton there. Emily Bird is back to serve. Freshman, she is a very talented freshman as well. Oh, Herster there, unfortunately. Served into the net, service error. That'd be the third for Breathitt. Mia Estep for Johnson Central. Gets that serve to land. 12-9, Johnson Central's lead. Junior Mia back to serve again. Oh, right on the net. Oh. Wow, that was a great dig out pancake situation there, pulled out by Raylan. Back, gets the ball up and playable, and Breathitt takes the score on that one. 10-12. Lexi Pelfrey. It's another good serve. Powerful hit by number 3, Chloe Reed, the junior for Johnson Central. But like so far in this game, I've not seen a lot of power coming in from Johnson. I mean, their hits have been pretty good, but that's the most powerful hit I've seen so far. Expect them to do more of that. It's another two-hand call. So it looks, the ball has a very distinct rotation when it's hit correctly. When it's mishandled and you get two hands on it, it rotates very odd, and it's very easy for a trained eye like a ref to see that. Set for number 28, Macy Clark. JC Baker, senior. Oh, timeout. Looks like we got Breathitt with the timeout. They want to talk it over, and we're going to take a few second break to hear from our sponsors.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step.
Johnson Central's JC Baker. Joust at the net, gets sent back to Breathitt. Quick push by Brielle Halsey. Another push by Macy Clark. Set by Audrey Hamilton. Nice push over. Clark way too long. Way too long out the back. Breathitt's ball. Audrey Hamilton is up to serve. One of 2 seniors on Breathitt's squad. Mishandled that one, goes out. Johnson Central's serve. And we do have a substitution. It looks like number 1, Reese Days checking in for number 4, Maddie Kahn, and number 12, Hannah Lakes is being replaced by number 25. I still don't have her name yet. It's not on the KHS website. So unfortunately, need to figure that out. Destiny Hensley into the net. Johnson Central up 17-11. Push over by Brielle. Powerful hit by Chloe Reed. I mentioned it a few moments ago that I've not seen too much power coming from Johnson Central. They've got a lot of height on Breathitt. I expect them to use it with some powerful hitting. And number 25, Emily Bird. Set to Audrin to Nice. Too long, out the back. Halsey with a cross-court kill. Powerful hit by Halsey. And too long. Too long. Way too long. And that will give Johnson Central the magical 20th point as we have Chloe Reed set to serve. Denied at the net. There's number 28, Macy Clark. Which is 28. Speaking of Macy Clark, she is probably about 6 foot even, 6'1" maybe. She's a very, very tall young lady. Princely Nice back to serve. Once she gets hot, she can put a hurting on. She can put an ace clinic on. Brielle Audrin to set to Emily Bird. Good hit. Quick push over by number 1, Reese Day. Emily Bird with a powerful hit, denied at the net. And that will put Clark back to serve. Ooh, that was a fantastic serve. Pretty much perfect placement for there. Back to the middle again. There's a little delayed reaction there by Breathitt. Joust at the net between Emily Bird and number 5, Nia Estep, and Johnson Central gets the point on that one, 24-13. Macy once more. Consistently serving to the middle. Emily Bird with a great kill. You know, we do have a substitution. We got Raylan Back checking in for Destiny Hensley. She will also be going back to serve for the Lady Cats. Another young talent on the Lady Cats team. Phenomenal athlete. She played lots and heavy minutes her 8th grade year. Reese Day with a powerful hit. Set by Audrin to Emily. Ooh, almost out of bounds. And Breathitt will get that point, making it 15-24. Received by Halsey. Quick push by Audrin Hamilton. Recognizes the hole is open and she pushes it over. Great awareness by Hamilton. I love that play. That's got to be my favorite play that she does. Oh, a powerful hit. Out of control, though. Breathitt's point. 17-24. Play very smart if you're Breathitt here. Oh, and they, wow. Something awesome's happening at the moment. Johnson Central decides to take a break and try to ice the server right now. And we're going to take a break, and you'll hear some message from our sponsors. We'll be right back here on BSEN.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In case you're tuning in, Breathitt is on a little bit of a comeback trail. They're, I think, a 7-point run at the moment. It started when there was 11-24. Set match point for Johnson Central so far. Breathitt's got to play super strategic here. If they mess up any at all here, Johnson's got this match won. And into the net, 19-24. This run started with a railing back substitution and serving. It's close. Did she hit it? Yep, yes she did. That it will do it. Johnson Central takes set number 1 of the night, 25-19. So far we had Breathitt service errors. They had 3 that I kept count of. Now I've got a super busy plate up here at the moment with all the things I got to do with electronics and bouncing back and forth, giving commentary. But as far as all that I could see, I seen 3 for the Breathitt and 2 for Johnson Central Lady Eagles. And right now I'm impressed with Johnson Central. I'm not seeing as much power as I thought they would come in during their warm-ups. They looked like they were hitting really good, powerful hits down. And I think that's something I feel like they need to get into. They did take set 1, though. And we'll take a break also, and you'll hear another message from our sponsors.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502. Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit. Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Sorry about that. Hi, and welcome back to BSN. We are set 2 as Johnson Central takes the first point of set number 2. Off the serve of, who is that? Number 5, that's Mia Stepp. Seeing a lot of good serving out of Johnson Central tonight. Only 2 service errors at the moment. That one handled by Raylan. Back, Brielle Halsey with a quick, hard hit. And kill, point to Breathitt. And we are now joined by James Strong, legendary commentator and Breathitt alum and coach.
Appreciate it, Kyle.
No problem. Glad to have you here. How was the
Yes, sir.
how was the ticket booth?
You know, we were able to close down in time to
Awesome.
start up right at the beginning of the second set. So
Awesome. That's
perfect
great.
timing.
We're happy to have you here. Quick, powerful hit by Brielle Halsey sends this 2-1 for set 2. Have you got to see any of this match so far?
I did not get to see much of the first set, but seeing them warm up, it obviously, we know Breathitt.
Yep.
We know Breathitt's game plan is to pass the ball to Hamilton. Hamilton set the ball to Halsey or Bird, and get a really good hard hit down.
Absolutely.
But looking at Johnson Central warm up,
They're
Johnson
tall.
Central is
Athletic.
extremely tall and
They
athletic.
are. They sure are. And honestly, from what I've seen out of the first set, and it's honestly disappointed me, they're not hitting down on the ball as powerful as I thought. There's been a few moments like that right there. It's been a good one. Thank you.
It's that commentator curse a little bit right there.
I reckon. And I was actually saying that about, I forget who it was, maybe Lexi. I said, she goes on great service runs right to the net. So, yes, if I speak it, it may come to be the opposite. That's number 9. Got J.C. Barker for Johnson Central. Railing back. Breathitt's a little clogged up down there. Brielle gets it over.
Breathitt will win a lot of games this year from doing this. You've just seen it, but Breathitt is extremely scrappy when they need to be.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
if you can combine athleticism with scrappiness, then that is ideal in any sport.
Absolutely. It's almost a blessing and a curse, but I almost want to say that
going with a short serve.
Wow, what a rainbow,
Incredible
too.
short serve.
But it might be a blessing and a curse, but I've noticed these lays will play to their competition. Johnson Central's a good team. Right now, Breathitt, I feel like, is playing pretty good. They're playing scrappy. They're in it. You can tell that they're in it. Their attention is solely on this game as she sends it into the net there.
So in years past, Johnson Central has been dominant in the volleyball scene. I believe the last time Breathitt played them was the year that Breathitt went to the championship game of the 14th region tournament. And in that season, Johnson Central still won each set by 8, 9, even 10 points.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So
Powerhouse
in the
of a
past,
team.
they have been a powerhouse of a team and extremely well coached. I don't know that we have
Number 25, unfortunately, we don't have her. KHS does not have her number listed or her name. If you do know her name, I did mention it before. Please comment that, and we'll try to correct that.
Coached along with Johnson Central. He's been coaching for quite a while, I believe. I know he helped a lot with their middle school program last year, and we were lucky enough to play them in the middle school last year. So very, very good coach and very good guy to talk to.
This is the first time I've got to witness Johnson Central volleyball in live action. Mishandled there, and Breathitt will get the points off of a Brielle Halsey serve.
Breathitt a lot of the time will live and die by the serve. These Lady Cats, they have absolutely spectacular serves, but sometimes they're a little inconsistent.
Yeah, just like that right there, into the net. And we have seen so far, I'm messing up on a few. Its score is 7-5 now. I'm trying to find Barbara Hunt. That's maybe number 25. We'd like to confirm that here whenever we get a good break to go speak to the coach. But possibly 25 is Barbara Hunt.
Halsey with a good back row hit. A little off-centered and still able to make a very hard ball come out of that back row in the back middle. That's pretty difficult to do.
Absolutely. And you got to see the size difference between Emily Bird on Breathitt's side versus Johnson Central's front court right now. It's pretty insane. But I got to give Emily Bird the credit. She's getting them over. She's an athlete. She can jump freakishly high.
But right now what you're going to see a lot of is Hamilton is going to have to go back and forth with her sets between Hensley and Bird because number 28, Macy Clark, is in the front row on the other side. She's going to be there and look for that block.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got Brinsley Neese back here to serve for Breathitt.
Jump serve off the net cord.
It's sometimes it's a very powerful play if that serve bounces off that net. It just throws a little unknown into where that ball is going to land at. And a powerful hit by Reese Day.
I've told the girls a lot, if you can serve that ball off the net like that every time, let's do it every time. But,
yeah, that is that's a powerful serve. If you could consistently do it, it just throws that little unknown. Where's that ball going to bounce off or ricochet a little bit too? And there's another example. It just made that ball completely die and fall right in front of Emily Bird that time.
Emily Bird is just a freshman. Let's keep that in mind.
Yes, absolutely. Freakishly.
Absolute standout of a freshman, but
Absolutely.
still a freshman. As she goes and hits it through the block.
Wow. The power.
Whenever you have the power like Bird and like Halsey, if you see a block, if they're not perfectly together, you want to go through that block. You can easily hit it through the hands.
Absolutely.
Or if they do get a tip on it and it goes out of bounds, guess what? It's still your point. So why not do that?
I would like to agree with that. We got a
good block from Charlie
Charlie.
Stacy and Audrey Hamilton.
Both in there together. Quick dive down by Destiny.
With the carry, it rolled off her arm a little bit there.
That was a great athletic play there, but Johnson Central's ball.
Not very often that you see a setter jump up to block and be successful on a block.
Yeah.
But we do have, here at Breathitt County, happen to have a very athletic setter as well.
Reese Day too long out the back. Gives the point and ball back to Breathitt. Got Emily Bird back to serve. Our freshman phenom.
The Lady Cats here, I know that we do have 2 seniors on the team, and these seniors have had a connection for 4 or 5 years now.
Oh, yes.
But we do have some freshmen on the team as well.
Raylan Back is another freshman phenom Breathitt has on their team.
Raylan Back and Emily Bird. Back has been playing at the varsity level for 2 solid years now. And I'll be honest, Bird maybe should have gotten in some more after seeing her play this year.
Always that you never know how they'll just look. One summer's difference in their athletic ability, and it just world of difference. She couldn't talk better about her than what I do typically anyway. So a little too long out the back there, and we'll give the ball and point back to Johnson Central. Score will be 11-10.
I think Mia Estep. Sorry about that if I'm mispronouncing
I'm saying S-step.
That sounds better.
I don't know if that's right or not, but
Halsey having to punch the ball over.
The one other person, wow, powerful hit there. What number was that? Number 3.
Chloe Reed.
Chloe Reed with a powerful hit with a downward angle. It's hard to do anything with that.
Going out that outside hitter position, that position is where you need to have your primary blocker at. Unless there's somebody hitting out of the middle, which doesn't happen a lot in the 14th region. I know Johnson Central's out of the 15th region. But it doesn't happen a ton out of the 14th region, so you do need to have a primary blocker there. And Stacy was there just a little late. It's like Mia.
Mia Step
Mia
is back in there.
I looked and seen a Maddie as I was trying to say Mia.
Junior on their squad. Very athletic, I will say that. She's
trying to go on a serving run.
Wow. Found the hole and accurate hit, kill in that where Breathitt was not. Perfect.
Right now we're seeing Johnson Central serving the ball in a way that is putting Breathitt out of system.
Yes.
Whenever you're out of system, a lot of times your goal is to just get the ball back over instead of have a hit. And if you do that on a team like a Johnson Central, you're going to get it smacked down your face again and again and again. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Right now at the moment, Johnson Central has the advantage. They're got the momentum at the moment. So James is calling
momentum
it
at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Mia continuing her service run. Received by Bird. Hamilton
to Halsey. Halsey having to tip the ball over to the libero, who sends a free ball over. Breathitt has to do something with this ball.
Absolutely. Here comes Brielle. Powerful hit off the hands of Mia. And Breathitt finally gets a break from Johnson Central's service run. And we got Lexi Pelfrey back for Breathitt, who herself can go on a service run. She's been known to do that.
She is the ace of the team, and I couldn't get that out fast enough.
Nope. Yeah, we jinxed that one.
But you have to look at Johnson Central, who did go on a service run.
Yeah.
And you got to question, as a coach, you got to question, when do you take this time out? And what you see right here is Coach Spencer, who has a lot of trust in her girls that they will pull out and try again and again. And it ended up working, and you saved the timeout.
Yep. Absolutely. We got number 9, JC Baker. I had my head down on the screen. I actually missed everything on that one.
I didn't either.
I'm very sorry about that one. Whatever happened, I'm assuming it hit the net because it is Breathitt's ball and they got a point. So I'm going to go with that. And Audrey Hamilton is back to serve. One of our seniors on the squad, one of 2. And that would be a 4th hit.
Before Maddie having to punch the ball, trying to punch the ball over, and it just bounced off her knuckle the wrong direction. That's why we tell a lot of girls not to attack the ball with a closed hand, because if it hits a knuckle, you have no idea where it's going to go. And she gets called, Maddie Kahn gets called for a carry. Her hand was off to the side of the ball as she pushed it up instead of fingertips only. So pretty easy call for a ref here.
Good eye. I would have totally missed that one until they would have said something. I'd have looked at the hand signals that they called and been
Free
like,
ball sent off to the side a little bit to a middle set. Still very good hit, but the blockers was there. Number 28, Macy Clark. She has to be knocking 6'3". I'm telling you that from here, that's what it looks like. At least.
I conservatively guesstimated earlier on this segment 6'1". Conservatively,
whenever she's up there, you are going to have trouble getting an offense rolling. You just are.
Here she comes. Oh, fake.
Off the hands of Hensley, out of bounds.
We'll take Johnson Central up 18-15.
Again, right here, what you've seen, excuse me, was Hensley was there, but whenever she jumped, she didn't push with her hands. So the ball just kind of rolled off her hands and out of bounds. Again, another error from just a young player in general. And it looked like Hamilton was going for a set as it was blocked. You could almost call that a cap, but maybe it touched Hamilton's hand before we touch.
Finally got somebody in here. We got 25, Leah Hall is the freshman for Johnson Central. I'm just going to mark that down until I'm told otherwise. That's Leah Hall.
Niece with Breathitt County, seeing a birthday ball and gotten a little too excited. Whenever that ball just flies barely over the net like that, it's so much fun to just attack that ball down. And it can be the easiest score, but it also can be difficult because you're going to hit it to the net sometimes. You're going to hit the net sometimes.
I've been a bad scorekeeper here. 21-15. I was searching the comments trying to find number 25. We have finally found it, we think. Leah Hall, freshman for Johnson Central. If she is a freshman, she's done very good in my opinion so far. Her serves, I don't think she has a service error one today. And Brinsley Neese fighting at the net gets the point.
Brinsley Neese is still attacking Macy Clark, even though she's there and has blocked a couple already.
Absolutely. She's undeterred by the height. I love to see it.
A good high set. And they got the block, but didn't go for the ball after the block. A little bit of miscommunication there, maybe.
Reese Day, in my opinion, on Johnson Central's team is an athlete. Man, she can jump.
Reminds me back of the bench warmers days. Athlete.
Athlete. Yes, sir. Into the net goes number 3, Chloe Reed. Breathitt on a little magical. They done this last set too. They were 11-24 and came back to 19-25. So some magical things have happened before.
Johnson Center having to punch the ball over. See, Hamilton set it back row to Halsey. And
into the net.
Into the net again.
Gonna have to, wrong team. 23-17, Johnson Central on top. Destiny Hensley into the net gives Macy Clark the serve for Johnson Central.
Something I would tell Bird all the time last year. is if the ball was perfectly set, she thought about it a little too much instead of just going to swing at the ball. I think that's what happened with Hensley. She's seen it, got excited.
Yeah,
And
I could see that. And I can totally agree with you. Emily Bird's reaction time from last year to this year is 10 light speed difference.
very good block coverage there by Breathitt County off the block. Bird went for the hit. It got blocked. Pelfrey stepped up and was right in the perfect position for it.
Miscue there. Steele gets the point.
That was a point from Day. I don't know that she purposefully tipped that ball over, but it worked.
Yeah, I think
she would say it was on purpose.
I would say as well. I would as well. But I think that was a little bit of miscue, on my opinion. I feel like she wanted to. And they get a carry.
Bird with a catch and throw instead of a throw in front of you. But that call is something that's difficult to call. She caught the ball behind her head a little bit, and that's a carry every time. When she catches the ball in front of her face with the new rules, then she can throw it, and it won't be a carry. But especially 14th region, that you're going to get that call every single time.
Oh, yeah. And that'll do it for the second set. Johnson Central takes this one 25-17. We're going to hear a few messages from our sponsors, and we'll be right back here on BSN.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit. Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
Had to cut that one short. That Lexi Pelfrey just served for Breathitt. And I had that wrong. It should be the Breathitt's serve. And they got the first point of match number 3. Pelfrey back to serve again.
Now, with Breathitt being down 2-0 and a younger team, a lot of times what you'll see happen is one team give up. Either that being Breathitt because they are a younger team, or Johnson because they're already up 2-0.
Yeah, they'll be like, we've got this in the bag.
They can take one off and not worry too much about it.
Great placement again. Emily can't quite field that one, and Audrey goes running for it. Out of bounds. Point to Johnson.
And also, if you're a Lady Cats fan, one big thing that I think that you really want to see is that Halsey-Hamilton connection again. So far, at least the second set, I didn't get to see much of the first, but at least the second set, there was almost a misconnection there instead of a full-on connection.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that
And there's a
anybody else
miscue.
had that connection with Hamilton, but there was a lack of connection there. And as I say that, a miscommunication, like you said, from Johnson Central.
Absolutely. Leaves one. Everybody was kind of just looking around thinking somebody else was going to get it, and it just hits the court. Audrey Hamilton, rainbow again.
With the short serve. Sometimes if you have taller players in the front row, it's easy to short serve to them to see if they are capable of getting a dig up as well. What you might see here, if she feels comfortable with doing that serve over and over again, you might see Johnson Central push their entire front row up at the net, and their back row stepping up to try to be able to get that. And it looks like that might be what they're doing right now.
Audrey does have great awareness, so if she does see that Johnson Central squad creep up, she will go a little longer. And that will be 4-2. Who was that? Macy Clark had it roll off the net, and sometimes you don't get a lucky row on that white tape. And it rolled off on Johnson's side.
Audrey for the short serve
again.
And this time Nice says, I'm not going to hit the net again whenever you give me a freebie.
Absolutely.
Over the course of last year and this year, seeing these girls develop and grow into that athlete that they are now has been absolutely amazing, I gotta say. I haven't gotten to see them as much this year, but last year obviously I was at every game. But them growing even from last year to the end of last year, it was amazing to see. And Emily Bird specifically, over the middle school season, which we usually take after the high school season, she went from almost a lack of confidence to an overabundance of confidence. And that's what it takes sometimes, is believing you're the best player on the court in order to perform like you are the best player on the court.
I would agree with that. Another miscue by Johnson Central. I don't know what's going on. Leah Hall was the server, freshman from Johnson Central. Gives the point and ball back to Breathitt. Brielle Halsey to serve. One of her better serves tonight.
Johnson Central going to send a free ball over. Breathitt right now is keeping Johnson Central out of rotation. Bird here seeing that there are some tall players in the front, and they're going up for that block every time. So maybe the person in block coverage can't see what she's doing. They're just going to tip it over. Get a point.
Float it over. Oh my gosh, that was a great play.
Another miscommunication. There's been
by Halsey.
A lot of miscommunication so far.
Absolutely.
And Coach DeLong says he's tired of it.
Yep. Stop the bleeding now. Let's get my team back focused. Now we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on BSN.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
And we are back live here at Breathitt County Gymnasium. Brielle Halsey set to serve it. And that was close, but that was in. Great.
From this angle, it looked like it might have been out a little bit. But
yeah, I'm glad I'm not down there.
I would not have known which way to call that. That was a very close serve.
That was very close. But nonetheless, she gets it. So kudos to her.
Another ace from Halsey.
2 in a row. This one gets by Journey Holbrook. I've not got to say her name tonight.
And you notice Halsey goes from one corner of the court to the other side and then back to that first corner. Hopefully.
Oh, wow. Reese Day with a powerful hit. Oh, my gosh. Put some life back in Johnson Central. 10-4.
It's one thing that people don't realize with volleyball. It is a game of runs.
God, it is.
If you go on a serving run, that's awesome, but know that there is a serving run coming straight back at you.
Yep, for sure. And if it ain't coming the next set, it'll be a set or two after it. The run will happen. It's just a matter of when.
Again, with Carrie, Hamilton jumped up to set the ball, but it can only get one hand on it. Kind of caught it a little bit and threw it on up. Another easy call from the ref.
Oh, too long. Way too long. Mishandled on that one. And who was that? Chloe? Chloe Reed with the ace, junior from Johnson Central.
Looks like Niece was just not down and ready. She's been over on her with her hands on her knees instead of being in that ready position. That'll get you every time.
It will indeed. Service error for Reed. That will be Johnson Central's first of the third set. Unfortunately, miscounted on set number 2, so I will not have an accurate counting, but Brinsley Niece with an ace herself.
She has worked on her serve so much. I remember last year at the beginning of the year, we didn't let her serve in games because whenever her serve went over, it was an amazing serve, but she was so inconsistent with it. And as I say that, she goes out long with her serve, but so far this game, she has been serving very, very well. I don't think that's her first. That was her first ace of the night. Coming on up, Macy Clark with the serve, the sophomore, I'm sorry. The sophomore from Johnson Central. Set from Halsey over to Hensley. Hensley has to play it over. Johnson Central get a good set from the back row. Looks like Halsey did not touch that. She ducked out of the way last second, went sailing out of bounds.
Good IQ play there by Halsey.
Typically, if you're in the back row and you have to jump for the ball, it's going to be out of bounds.
It's probably going to be out.
That one was going so fast, she didn't have to jump for it. She had to duck around it. So
that's funny. Raylan Back checks in for Destiny Hensley, and she will step back to serve for the Lady Cats. Another freshman for the Lady Cats.
A good fake there instead of a hit, going for a push. And then a hit from the setter, Hamilton.
Wow. I was not expecting that. I was expecting, obviously, a set coming from your setter. And I'm sure Johnson Central wasn't ready for that one either.
The thing is Hamilton is so athletic that any other place, if there was another good setter, she would be a hitter. Yeah, she could easily be a hitter and be one of the best hitters around.
I could see that totally. Reese Day just has to play it over.
Received from Halsey over to Hamilton up to
And
Stacy.
Charlie Stacy gets it to go down with a kill.
She is tall enough as well that once she learns, and I think she's starting to learn how to put her hand on top of the ball on a hit. Once she learns how to do that, she could have it drop in front of the 10-foot line. Back has switched up this game from her typical jump serve to a walking serve.
Yep.
I know she was struggling a little bit with the jump serve earlier on in the season, but the walking serve has done wonders for her.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, with Back, I could tell her specifically where to serve it on the court, and that's where she would serve it 9 times out of 10.
Pushover by Day, and I would attest to that as well. I've seen Raylan Emily Bird goes a little long, Johnson Central's point, but I have seen Raylan go on some incredible runs, and she has been a sniper from the serving position, putting the ball wherever she needs to.
Day with the serve. Serves it over to the libero, Pelfrey, to Hamilton, and a tip over, but this time they were in perfect block coverage, able to hit the ball just into the net. Johnson Central was able to get into system in the matter of one pass and have a really good attacking position on the ball, but just couldn't get it over the net in that attack.
Absolutely. Had to switch up the score there. It is 17-8. You see as you're on your screen there.
And Coach DeLong takes his second timeout of the set. He is now out of timeouts with Breathitt up 17-8. But let's go on a commercial break if you don't care.
Sure.
Thank you for watching Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated.
Emily Bird.
Looks like Halsey almost saved it. It might have been out of bounds, but
it's a quick
she gets
push.
a tip anyway. It doesn't matter.
Smart.
Right into, oh, shoot. I am sorry. I'm drawing a blank on her name, but it was not Central's old coach. She would say she'd call that spot the honey hole.
The honey hole. I
Not
would
where
agree with that.
nobody is.
I would agree with that.
If you can tip it to that spot, most of the time you can score. Betty Jean, I think was her name. That might have been Letcher's old coach. I'm sorry. I can't remember names to save my life. Dropped
And
inbounds.
yep.
Hit from, looks like number 12, Hannah Lakes, the junior for Johnson Central. Trying to get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of life back into this Johnson Central squad.
Lily Ferguson checks out. Number 3, Chloe Reed checks back in for Johnson Central. And we have number 5, Mia Estep with a very good serve, very low.
Back with the dig, but plays it over a little bit, sends over a free ball. I know she's kicking herself for that.
Absolutely. And Chloe Reed found the magical honey hole there, where Breathitt's defense was not. Gets a quick tip over.
I remember back last year, every time a play like that would happen, she'd look at me and say, "What am I doing wrong?" And I'd say, "You know what? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're in the right spot. It just happens."
Absolutely. And Mia with a awesome serve. Nothing to be done there. And she gets the ace for Johnson Central. 11-18. These are the game of runs, as you said, James. Looks like Johnson's on their potential way to on a good scoring run themselves.
Halsey having to just play the ball over, back over to number 9, J.C. Baker.
Ooh, miss.
A little bit of miscommunication, out of system.
Yep. Just not in the correct spot for that one.
Yeah, I know Lady Cats are up 18-12, but you got to wonder when that timeout would come. You still got 2, and you've still got a little ways to go, but you've got the lead. You may want to keep that lead.
Yeah. I would agree. Oh, 2? Two hand. Johnson Central. That would be 13.
So here's the thing with that rule. As of this year, as far as I knew, if you set the ball on your side and it doesn't go over the net, then it can't be a 2-hand anymore. That rule may not be in effect yet, but I know it's on the way. And that I would have to wonder how that was called. If it's egregious is what the rule says, then...
Oh, shoot. Wrong. It's 18-14. Sorry. Johnson Central's ball.
The rule said if it was egregious, then you have to call the 2-hand. But you wonder
how egregious was that?
Egregious means really. Like, let's define that. Let's get a scientific term on that.
I would agree with that. Brielle pushes it over.
Bird with a really good dig. Hamilton with a set, having to set it kind of wildly, but Stacy's still able to play it over. Back to Hamilton, over to Halsey.
Ooh, great.
Really good hit, but it goes perfectly received.
Got Chloe Reed. Breathitt. Halsey, powerful hit. Reed again. Back to Raylan.
Back with 3.
Great job. Raylan back with 3
digs in a row to get that back in system.
That was awesome.
Sometimes just playing it over like that is all you need to do.
Absolutely. Great hustle by the Lady Cats.
Pelfrey with a serve. Straight into the libero. Typically, you don't want to target the libero.
No, you don't.
Last time Pelfrey was at the serve, she hit it into the net. So sometimes you want to get that easy serve to start you off, and then you want to try something a little more complicated. And hitting that magical number 20 mark, too. We've talked about that every single game.
Absolutely. Typically, I think there's a crazy high statistic. Any volleyball team that scores 20, they're more than likely to win this set. So that's why we bring up the magical 20 mark. And that would, number 3, Chloe Reed goes into the net.
It looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication again there from Johnson Central. The set was for almost a back row hit, but Reed was running up to the front because she is technically in the front row to hit the ball. This time Reed looks like she caught the side of her hand instead of
the angle on that one is not correct. That one.
So
need to line her body out there.
Another little run of herself over to Reed.
We got
to number 12, Hannah Lakes. Hit from the setter, Audrey Hamilton. It lands inbounds. I think it might have been touched as well, but it landed inbounds, so it didn't matter. Hamilton is racking up a few kills herself.
She is indeed. I think that's got to be at least 4 to 5, potentially, at least for the match, let alone the set. Lexi Palfrey.
On to Reed. Reed with a hit. Off the block from Hamilton. Hamilton go back for the set.
Great save.
A little bit of miscommunication on who's touching the ball. Looked like Pelfrey might have had a little better angle on it, but wanted Halsey to try to get the hit instead of just playing it over with a free ball.
I don't know what's going on there. That's probably the most egregious miscommunication and lack of communication that I've seen so far by Breathitt squad this match.
Some bird with a pass, and there was people there, but it wasn't the setter, so nobody really talked again on Breathitt's side. There was a lack of communication for 2 plays in a row. Let's see if they can start to talk a little bit and get it going. Hamilton over to Halsey. Halsey off a block. One-handed play. Halsey with a push.
Back over.
But she was in the net as she pushed, so it's Johnson Central point.
Wow, powerful play by Halsey. Just a little too aggressive. Loses control of the body and goes into the net.
Again, and I've never played for a high school or for a varsity thing, but whenever I play and a ball comes over like that, I get really excited too. I try to hit it as hard as I can, and I'm in the net a lot, but I won't call it.
Yeah, feel that. I've never played competitively.
Trying to run a slide where Hamilton goes to set behind her, and Nice runs around behind to the opposite attacker position to get that attack. That's a little more of a complicated.
Yeah, that's
right now, if you're the Lady Cats, you're trying to close this out. Let's not pull any complicated stuff. Let's go back to just
Hamilton
to Halsey hitting the ball
down.
We
go. There we go. We got match point, set point coming up. We got Audrey Hamilton, who's been on a really good serving run this entire match.
And back is subbed out for Hensley.
So we're thinking defensively here, potentially. Oh, no. I spoke it into. And that'll put Johnson Central.
We'll have another serve or 2 at the very minimum.
Yep, absolutely. Which is great. This volleyball action has been exciting, to say the least. We got Leah Hall gets to go back for the Lady Eagles, freshman. Very talented freshman.
Lady Cats are pulling out a unique rotation here, it looks like, to start off the serve. And having to just push it over onto the middle, who's going to kill the ball toward Hamilton. It's going to roll off her hands and fly out of bounds.
Another great hit by Macy Clark. Coming right from the middle.
Whenever a team has a middle that is tall, I'm assuming that she plays middle for the most part. I'm not necessarily paid attention to it tonight, but whenever somebody has a middle that's tall, it is a very difficult team to match up against.
And that kill by Bria Halsey will end the match. First win for Breathitt. 25-20.
Pulls it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
The set count is now 2 to Johnson Central, 1 to Breathitt. We got a 3-minute break. We're going to take them with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend has it there's treasure buried in Wolfe County. We can't swear there's buried treasure, but we can promise when you visit Wolfe County, you'll discover our true treasures are the people who call this part of Kentucky home. Warmer, more welcoming folks you won't find anywhere else. You may arrive as our guest, but you'll leave as part of our family. There will always be a place for you at our table and tasty homemade food on your plate. Wolfe County has many gorgeous cabins, country inns, and Airbnbs waiting for you to rent. After a full day of adventure, you can sit by a relaxing fire or take a dip in a hot tub. Take a little bit of our unbridled spirit home with you. Our artisans have been featured at museums around the country, but they get their inspiration for their craft from right here at home. Come and see for yourself why Wolfe County, Kentucky is a little bit of home and a lot of adventure.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
Hello, welcome back to BSN. We are about to start off the 4th set. Breathitt won the last one 25-20. And it will be, if I serve that, Johnson Central serve, switch that I meant, into the net.
Serve from Mia Estep is Estep. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm trying my hardest. I don't know why I'm struggling on that one word. But serves it into the net. Over to Pelfrey, who gives kind of a light serve to the back row.
Number 3 finds the honey hole. Nobody there.
Reed with a hit, but it wasn't an extremely hard hit. I think the Lady Cats were expecting a very hard hit because it was a very good set. And just got them off a little bit, and nobody reacted to it. Almost a lack of movement. And you see that a lot in the 4 sets. Oh, Halsey with a good hit. Off the rafters, played over. Pelfrey with a little dig. And this time, the slide is worked perfectly.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Brinsley. Great play by Nice. Aldrin back to serve.
Back is getting subbed out for Hensley. But what I was going to say is in the 4th set, it's very easy to, you use all your energy on that 3rd set just to come back a little bit closer. And you usually come out of that in that 4th set, not necessarily on fire. You kind of lag around a little bit. And you saw that with the last serve from Johnson Central. But Lady Cats are responding very well. Hamilton getting this ball over the net. On over to number 28, Macy Clark, who tries to just pop it over. Instead, it falls into the net. I'm telling you, if I was her coach with her height, I'd be telling her to hit that ball as hard as you can every single play.
Absolutely.
I understand the tactic behind it. I just like hitting the ball hard.
Yep, right there. Great example by Chloe Reed hitting down on the ball. Breathitt has no option or anything to do with that one.
What you see there is Bird was down and ready, but there is a move that I've tried to get these girls to do. It's just a quick little split step. You just hop up a little bit and you're ready to go. These girls don't understand that takes away about half a second from your reaction time, and that's all you need in volleyball.
Brinsley Nice with another good kill.
Pushed the ball over into the back row, had to jump to make a play on it. It looked like it was Mia that struggled with making that play. Halsey back to serve. Really good serve to the back corner. On up to number 28, hitting it hard, scoring. Again, that's what I would want to see from her every single play.
I would completely agree with that. I was actually shocked the first set that they didn't come with as much power as I thought they would, but now they're starting to show it. Got a very, very far serve by Reed.
And again, Macy Clark here, who acted like she was going for it, and it went out to number 1, Reese Day. With Macy Clark, if you are as tall and athletic as she is, that's a setter's dream. You just got to toss the ball up, and she can go up and get it anywhere in the world.
Bird with another powerful hit.
Johnson Central just having to play the ball over. Up to Hamilton. Pelfrey back to Halsey. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there, but they played it over.
Too long out the back. Powerful hit by, who was that?
Number 1, Reese Day.
Reese Day.
What happened there is the set was up, and she got underneath it, had to reach back, and she still had the power, so it started to sail out instead of
descent downward.
Instead of playing it in a that one should have been a little bit of a tip instead of a full-on hit with how that ball was set and where her body was located under that ball. Nice with a serve goes back to that far right corner. They really like to serve to that far right corner. Having to play the ball over. Halsey, Hamilton, on to Hensley, who gets blocked and out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Breathitt's point.
What you're seeing there is she was there. It looked like Macy Clark was there to block.
Yes, she was.
But she didn't have her body fully rotated, so whenever she made contact with that ball, it went flying out
off
instead of in.
Yep, your geometry.
Back to that right corner again. Set to the middle, who pushes it over. Hamilton with a dig.
And
miscommunication again.
Charlie and Brinsley in each other's way, fighting for the ball. And we got 7-5. Johnson Central down by 2.
Pelfrey going in for Nice after those serves.
Halsey
Good hard serve to Halsey.
Hamilton. Oh, God, I got to move the camera. Hamilton
play it over. Set from Halsey to Bird, who lets it sail a little bit. Same exact case as last time.
Yep. With our example from Reese Day, just 2 underneath the ball. Comes up.
Looks like there was a little bit
over the
of
top with her hand.
Issue here. Hamilton, being the team captain, was able to go and talk to the ref on the stand. Something happened that she didn't like.
As team captain, she has the responsibility to talk to the refs, and if she sees something on the court that she thinks that's being overlooked or missed, she has the option to go and talk to the refs about it and let them know.
Set from Hamilton to Bird, who gets the roll on the net. That can be one of the most difficult balls to get up in the air after it rolls like that.
Absolutely. Because really, truly, that net is like,
if you can learn how to play the net,
to utilize it, it's a game changer.
Insane.
It is a game changer.
Hensley still using a jump serve. Her serve, whenever it goes over the net, is very hard to get back up in the air.
And I've seen her make some incredible service runs, both on varsity and the JV squad. And I spoke that one into existence.
It's the commentator's curse. It happens.
I need to quit talking good about them to their.
And if you notice, we did talk about the JV squad. There's quite a few girls on this team. Bird back, Hensley. I don't think Nice does. Excuse me. But there's quite a few girls that play varsity over here that are young enough and honestly kind of inexperienced, and they need that extra JV time. They really do. It's not saying that they're not capable of playing that varsity level, because we're watching it.
Absolutely.
But that JV time does really help.
Completely agree.
A push over. Looked like that might have been able to be called a carry too. She kind of caught that.
Ooh, great push by Bird.
Yes. Had the little attack roll. Now, whenever you start doing that time and time again, that's whenever they start making that adjustment. And you expect it. So with Bird being an extremely hard hitter, whenever she goes to have that roll, every now and again it works.
Johnson Central to play this one over. Set. Oh, quick push by Hamilton.
Big, but it's kept up in the air.
Johnson Central, how they managed
Stacy reaching for the hit. Pelfrey with an amazing dig.
Halsey.
Hamilton to Halsey, played it over. And
it's a double. That was a great,
amazing rally right there.
Yeah, that was a great rally for sure. I thought that quick push by Hamilton was going to just end that right there, but no, Johnson Central somehow gets that ball back up and a rally back and forth, and it ends with a quick score for Breathitt.
Very hard serve by Bird, but it's controlled.
Ooh,
been
quick
controlled
adjustment by Raylan back. Oh, out of bounds, though.
She jumped into that one a little bit
Yeah.
instead of standing there and kind of letting it come to her. Sometimes whenever you jump, it amplifies your shoulder being bent down and sends the ball flying out of bounds even farther.
Absolutely. Body mechanics is very important with sports, and that just
Serve from Estep over to back, who gets the ball up to Hamilton, to Halsey, and down.
great play by Halsey. I think number 9, that would be J.C. Baker. It went past her hands and Mia's as well from Johnson Central.
It's a classic case of someone touching the ball and nobody expecting them to touch the ball.
Bird with a powerful hit. Out the middle.
Hit.
Number 12, Hannah Lakes.
Halsey going for a little push there and trying to let it drop over the net, but it kind of slipped out of her hand before it went over the net.
J.C. Baker.
J.C. Baker up to serve for Johnson Central.
Senior on this squad. Received by Bird.
Sending the ball to Bird. You gotta think that they have maybe not watched a ton of film because it's out of region play, but they've watched some film and understand that Bird and Back are both freshmen. So whenever you go to serve, you really want to serve it at a freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. You serve at the inexperienced, the young, or the youth, and hopefully they'll falter, but they just don't know what freshmen they're dealing with on this Breathitt squad. Halsey, another
Pelfrey in perfect block coverage. Halsey trying to push it over to the corner. A lot of times if you have a quick hit and then push it straight back over to the opposite corner, they won't adjust. But Johnson Central was there.
Off the hands of
Johnson Central.
Good play by Brielle.
If they didn't run for it there, I believe the ref might have been willing to say that it was just off the net.
Yeah.
But from this angle, you can absolutely see that it was off their hands.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Hamilton.
To serve. A solid serve, not extremely hard, not short.
Received by Hannah Lakes from Johnson Central. Hamilton. Halsey to just push over.
Clark with the free ball over to Bird. Bird with the pass to Hamilton. Up to Halsey.
Off the hands again. Off the hands again. That will be Breathitt's point. 14-11.
Looked like number 12, Hannah Lakes, was a little late to try to block that, so her hands were still flat as they were going up, and it bounced right off out of bounds.
Just missed timing on that one. Hamilton a little longer served than her usual.
Straight to Lakes, over to Clark.
Clark just could not get that to roll on over.
Clark trying to finesse that ball over and dropped it into the net a little bit too soon.
I feel like power's her move.
We've seen that happen 4 or 5 times in the past 2 sets. You got to wonder if she's going to change that. Hamilton trying that little rainbow short serve to catch them off guard, and it falls near the bottom of the net.
Yeah, that one's a little too short. While her short serve is deadly and most teams are not expecting it, that one does fall a little too short, and that will send Leah Hall, number 25, the freshman, to the line to serve for Johnson Central.
So, Kyle, whenever you go to serve the ball, especially whenever you're trying to short serve, there's 2 main ways that you see people do it. One is that little rainbow serve, which works, and it absolutely works well at times.
We've seen
there's another one where you toss the ball and you actually hit the same, but you make contact with the ball behind your body. If you do that, then the ball will drop short right over the net, and that's the serve that I like, but it's a much more difficult serve to perform.
I would agree with that. It sounds a little bit more complicated. Destiny almost found the honey hole. Number 3, Chloe Reed.
Chloe Reed with the kill. Off with Bird's hands. It was like Hamilton is trying to rally the troops here, trying to be that leader that she was born to be, honestly. And pull the troops together to not let them come back, make them really work for every single point they have.
Out too long. I completely agree with that, James. Completely agree with that statement.
There was one point last year where Hamilton walked up to me and I told her, I said, look, Audrey, you're going to have to be the leader of this team. You are super, super calm, even whenever the game is super close.
Absolutely.
And
just
you have to step up to be able to calm everybody else down because you're already calm.
Oh, big time miscommunication. Ball slips through her hands. That is something you never see. We was talking about her. Just talking too good
Yeah,
about her.
talking too good about it. But she told me, she said, James, I don't know that I want to be a leader yet. And I was like, well,
It's your time.
It's already your time. Then I told her, I said, as a first-year coach, I'm going to look at you a lot and say, what do you think we should do?
Too long, let it go, Brielle Halsey, and she does. That
Clark having
was
to play
Clark.
that ball over.
Yeah.
Just send it over and hope for the best. So whenever you send it over, if you're going to send it over and hope for the best, let's try to aim for those back corners. And I think that's what she done.
That's what I think.
Just
That's her team.
put
Too
a
long.
little too much oomph on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what else to call it. But
Yeah.
oomph.
As some previous coworkers of mine, my lunchtime group would say, we put too much mustard on that
Oh,
ball.
a little bit of celebration happening
Yes.
before the point happened. Oh,
Yeah.
you always hate to see that as a coach.
Could you imagine if that just turned around to bite them while they were celebrating? The ball gets to.
It's happened while I've been coaching plenty of times. It's one where you start jumping and stomping the ground.
Yeah, it's not a good look there. Celebrate after, girls. It's a good play,
Wait
though.
till the whistle blows.
Yes. Oh, Clark was gonna. I think she's gonna run up and try to kill that, but
The set
not
was a little
set
far
right.
back.
Reese though will do it, but she goes too long out the back.
Greg Johnson Central wanting a touch
Yep.
there. But again, we have a much better angle than everybody else does here. We can really
Absolutely.
see if there's a touch or not. And
Mia over
didn't
there
see
on
a
Johnson
touch.
Central's team trying to fire them up. Sorry to cut you off there. I just
oh no, you're good.
felt like that should have been shared. They got the point though, off of a service error.
With the service error. Right now on the court, we're looking at Bird with the Lady Cats. Sorry, I almost said Bobcats. With the Lady Cats, Bird is a freshman. Hensley is a sophomore. We got our two seniors on the court. Pelfrey is a junior, and Stacy is a junior. So we called a
net
reaching over the net, maybe a little bit of net.
Ooh, that's a close call, but I think that was maybe the right call. She did hit it. I did get to see that. That serve by Johnson Central was by number 15, Rachel Horn, the sophomore. I think this is her first time in the game.
Back up to serve. See if she chooses to stay with that walking serve, and she does.
And she does indeed, and gets a back left placement. Quick push by Baker.
Bird
And
with another
Bird with-
tap. That's 2 or 3 times in a row that she has tapped.
I feel like she powers her move. Oh man, that's 4. Good attempt. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention this a set or so ago. Breathitt did eclipse that magical 20 mark. Johnson Central though is not far behind, just down by 3. Into the net though. It's another service error by Johnson Central. I want to bring up the question. Bring up the question of how tired are these girls right now? Fourth set,
21-17.
Yeah, you've been playing
We're
hard.
going all the way every single set. If this goes into a 5th set, it can easily turn into who has the better conditioning.
Yep. Oh,
right off the
Bird.
top, absolutely perfect dig from number 7. I don't even know if that's technically a dig because it's a serve.
Lily Ferguson, number 7, and out of bounds
from Stacy.
Too long from Stacy.
Aiming for that back corner, just a little out of the way. I see a lot of emotions over here from the Johnson Central team.
Oh, yes. I did point out a few moments ago, Mia was, number 5 right now, serving. Mia Estep was firing up her team. She was getting a little vocal.
Call that she stepped on the line during the serve. So point to the Lady Cats.
That's not a common thing you see coming from an upperclassman, Mia being a junior. Lexi into the tape and down. Johnson Central 19, Breathitt 22.
I haven't been keeping up with service errors, but it does seem like there's been a couple service errors back to back.
Yes, at the moment. Well, we already spoke about who's in the best conditioning. These girls are got to be tired.
Yeah, and as we get tired throughout these sets, especially in a 5th set, that's when your form starts to go. That's when it gets harder and harder to even send the ball over the net, let alone place it where you want it to be placed.
Absolutely. You can see right now on the bottom right hand of your screen, you got some people doing some stretches and some massaging, trying to loosen up some muscles. They've been playing hard.
That was a timeout from Johnson Central. looks like Coach DeLong was taking a tactical timeout. You got two of them, you might as well use them. Don't let them go to waste.
Absolutely. Right now, your team's down, but not by much. You can rally back, win this, and start the bus and head on home right now. If you're Johnson Central, that'd be best case scenario. Breathitt on the other side, they want to keep control of this and push a fifth set and try to take this one home.
Raylan with the reception.
Oh, I should have moved that camera, but Audrey Hamilton with a quick pushover gets the 23rd point of this match.
That's another one of those. It's basically a dump where you're going to set the ball and you toss the ball over. But she done it in a way where it looked like she was doing a reverse set. Or it looked like she was setting her opposite hitter and wasn't. Hamilton going with that short serve, short serve again. And this time it didn't affect Johnson Central at all.
No, at this point I feel like they are used to that. They're expecting that from her. And I think Audrey maybe needs to throw in a little curveball here. Maybe go a little longer.
Hit a good hard one.
Yeah. Switch it up.
Again, I'm all about finesse, but there's just something about hitting the ball hard.
Yep, I completely agree. I would agree with that.
Number 25, Leah Hall up for a serve for Johnson Central. It goes sailing out of bounds. It was about 2 inches out of bounds. It wasn't very far. If that would have been a little bit to the right, that would have been basically what I would call the perfect serve.
Yeah, it's pretty much unplayable. It hits just inside the line.
Halsey starting very far back and sailing it a little too far.
Yeah.
And Halsey, it looks like she has been switching up her serves a little bit, trying to find that sweet spot of where she needs to hit the ball.
Absolutely. I would agree with that. I have noticed a few
little miscommunication from the Lady Cats. I heard somebody yell go, but the ball was already halfway down to the ground. As we go over to Johnson Central with a serve, number 3, Chloe Reed, the junior. Being a junior, you got to think that she has been in this situation quite a few times.
Absolutely. Oh, denied at the net. Wow, number 28, Macy Clark says no to Emily Bird.
Bird with the tip. I believe that's 3 or 4 tips that I've noticed almost back-to-back, so they're absolutely expecting it now. Another miscommunication as Bird sends it into the net. Wow. Johnson Central has come back to tie it.
Absolutely. This is the spot you want to be in. If you're a Johnson Central fan, they have rallied back. It's tied. This could be it. Need this
Reed
one.
with the serve. Pelfrey with the reception. Back row to Halsey as it goes down. Halsey scoring the 25th point. You got to win by 2.
Yes, absolutely. You do have to win by 2 now. That it's 24-25. So 26. Brinsley has the
Central sending number 3 Reed out for number 7 Ferguson.
We're thinking maybe defensive play there, maybe.
As a coach, I'm going to tell my player to go to whoever just came in the ball game. I know they're probably good. That's why they're going in.
Yeah.
But they haven't played in a little bit.
Yeah, they're maybe a little bit cold. They've been sitting. They've not been actively playing.
Hamilton uncharacteristically going after that first ball. Looks like Ferguson might have saved that ball from going out of bounds. Hamilton with a set to Stacy. Stacy with the hit. Out of bounds.
Tie it back up. I was going to mention, don't be too hasty if you're Breathitt right now. Play strategic and smart. Get your set how you want
The Lady
it.
Cats really have to calm down here. It's very easy whenever you're both scoring back to back to play really fast. And the Lady Cats play their best whenever they slow the ball down, they get a pass, they get a set, and they get a hit. We go for number 7 here. Number 7 is... Oh, no, that's not number 7. It's number 1. I'm sorry.
Bird.
Day with a hit. Day with another
Reese
push
with a
this
push.
time. Audrin with a dig. Bird pushing it.
Day again.
Day with another push, but Halsey is there. Hamilton pushes it, and Johnson Central has the first lead of the game since, I don't know.
Actually, I don't think they've led this.
Have they not?
They've tied. If they have led, it's only been by 1 or 2. I'd have to go back. It's all this action I can't remember.
Hamilton
oh my
with
gosh!
a set, but nobody's there.
Ooh, that one. Them girls are going to want that one back.
And Johnson Central takes it in 4.
Yeah, miscommunication there by the girls. 27-25. Johnson Central. Dang. Well, We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll wrap this thing up and send it home.
Daniel Boone once said, "Heaven must be a Kentucky kind of place." We think he must have been talking about Wolfe County. When some places button up for the winter, Wolfe County, Kentucky is putting out the welcome mat. Our miles of hiking trails greet you whether you're wearing running shoes or hiking boots. If you'd rather go vertical, our climbing options challenge visitors from all over the world, even ice climbing when the conditions are right. Without the lush canopy of summer, you can see for miles across our beautiful Appalachian hills to our natural arches, rivers, and lakes. Legend.
Welcome back to Bluegrass Sports Nation as Johnson Central just defeated the Breathitt County Lady Cats in 4 sets. The score of the first set was 25-19 Johnson Central. Second set, 25-17 Johnson Central. Third set, 20-25 the Lady Cats. Fourth set, after the Lady Cats led for the majority of the game up until the last 2 points.
God, absolutely. That's a heartbreaking moment there.
That ended up going down to Johnson Central,
Absolutely.
27-25. And Kyle, me and you were sitting here talking about if we had to give a player of the game to somebody from Johnson Central. We narrowed it down to number 1 and number 28. That's Reese Day and Macy Clark.
Phenomenal athletes on Johnson Central's Lady Eagle squad.
Phenomenal athletes. But especially whenever it came to crunch time that last set,
absolutely,
it seems like Reese Day stepped up.
Yeah, she did.
I wouldn't say when nobody else would, but whenever everybody else had almost given up a little bit, she stepped up and hit the ball hard.
Yes, she
hit
did.
it often.
She did. And Macy Clark, when she hit down and hit hard, man, it
was something.
I don't think Breathitt really recovered from.
They didn't have an answer for that.
Yeah,
they really
when she
didn't.
hit down.
But she tried to finesse the ball a little bit too much. For my liking. Now, I'm not the coach for them,
Absolutely.
obviously. But
I would like to give a quick shout out to Amia Estep. She also played very hard for the Johnson Central squad, and she was out there verbally rallying her team, especially when they were down a lot during the third set and definitely during the fourth set when they're down almost the entirety of the match.
That's just, again, a leader of the team. But as far as player of the game, I would absolutely have to give it to Reese Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was, from what I could tell, the outside hitter for Johnson Central and done a phenomenal job at it.
Absolutely. Well, where do you think Breathitt coming off of this loss? They play.
Who do they play next?
Let me look at the schedule real quick. They do play Buckhorn away on the 17th.
So Buckhorn away on the 17th should be a pretty good game to watch, pretty fun game to watch. If you're concerned about what's going on BSN, tomorrow night, Wolfe County Lady Wolves are playing the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars. And then the big game to watch next week, I believe it's next week, Wolfe County and Breathitt County. It's always a fun game to watch. Always going to be a close one. Doesn't matter what the records are. Doesn't matter which team has more talent. It's going to be a barn burner.
It don't matter. When these two teams, Breathitt and Wolfe, collide, it don't matter if we're playing chess. It will be a rowdy event.
It absolutely will, and it's always fun to watch.
Absolutely. And then also I have to quickly mention that Saturday, September the 20th, Breathitt County will be hosting a tournament here. They will be hosting Harlan County and Model. If you're unfamiliar with Model, they win state like every year. I mean, probably for 8 years running. Maybe
not for sure.
I couldn't.
I'm actually
on that one.
Familiar with them as well,
but they are very, very good. So that will be an exciting, and I'm assuming that's going to be played in like a rally style where you got three different teams popping in and out at certain times. But it will be streamed here on BSN, and I don't know who will be with me, but mark your calendars for September the 20th, and definitely Monday, September the 22nd, when Wolfe County comes up to Breathitt.
Yes. And this is the second game in the 55th District play. So this is the one that determines who has the number 1 seed. If Wolfe County wins, they'll have the number 1 seed. If Breathitt County wins, they'll have the number 1 seed in the 55th District.
This game has a lot of important implications on the remainder of your season, and it will definitely shouldn't be a game slept upon, which they won't. This is a great game.
Absolutely. I'm sure both teams are already preparing for it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's it for James Strong and Kyle Brewer. I think we're going to sign off here tonight on BSN. I appreciate you sticking around and listening to us and watching these girls play an amazing game tonight against Johnson Central. And we want to quickly shout out to our amazing sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to broadcast these high school sporting events to you live wherever you are in the state or county, state,
Nation, I guess.
yeah, world. But absolutely cannot do that without our wonderful sponsors. So one more time, thank you to our wonderful sponsors, and that will do it for me, Kyle Brewer, and James Strong.